Welcome to the start of the Oregon State Beavers dynasty. This is episode 1, and we are going to try to build this team to a national championship. Here's the schedule for year 1. Cal, Fresno State, Akron, number 6 Oregon, Houston, App State, Wake Forest, FCS East, Washington State, Sam Houston, Tulsa, and Washington State once more, because we need a Pac-12 championship. Already got my recruiting board filled out. Have about 15 people. Ton of 3 stars, 1 4-star, and some 2 stars. On a week 1 we go. Here's one of the biggest reasons why I picked Oregon State. We have Malik Murphy, QB out of Duke, and he is going to be an incredible QB for us. And maybe the 1 year or maybe 2 years we have him as our quarterback. And the Oregon State Beavers are coming out to an electric crowd in week 1. And the squad is hyped as we face the California Golden Bears. Golden Bears versus Beavers coming up next. We beat Cal 44-10. We hold them scoreless in the second half. Jimmy Vaslin III, 258 yards and 4 touchdowns. As we face off the Fresno State Bulldogs up next. We beat Fresno State and we are 2-0. Now, Kobe Singleton, 5 tackles, 2 deflections, your Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week. And Malik Murphy, 304 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, is your Offensive Player of the Week. Facing Akron, why did I say it like that? Facing Akron, 36-19 victory. We beat the Zips in week 3. And we have a commit already coming in, Donnie Boone. And we're on the top of the list for a couple of these people. We are 3-0, but now it's where things get hard. But first, Exodus Ayers, 6 tackles, 3 deflections. Anthony Hankerson, 90 yards on 16 carries. And now we play number 4 Oregon at Oregon. A night game here at Oregon. As the Oregon Ducks are coming out of the tunnel. Just do it. And the famous duck riding on the motorcycle. Oregon State Beavers versus number 4 Oregon Ducks at Oregon. Who will come out on top? Let's find out. Look at this replay. We just blocked their field goal. Oregon State's going to win the football game. Oregon State's going to win the football game. Oregon State just beat number 4 Oregon on the road. And a massive W for Malik Murphy. But Anthony Hankerson, 217 yards, 10 rushing attempts, and 2 touchdowns. And this team is 4-0. We are 4-0 going in the playing Houston at home. Could beat the Houston Cougars. We got a recruit coming in, Tony Farah. We lost a couple of recruits, but we have one coming in. And we are 5-0 still, undefeated. Rashawn Davis is your Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week. Anthony Hankerson, 106 yards on 16 carries. And we're facing App State. We beat App State at App State. We are still undefeated. Kobe Singleton is your Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week with a pick. Anthony Hankerson, have a day, brother. We are facing 5-0 Wake Forest. Let's go check out the scores for the past couple games. We almost lost to Appalachian State last week. We beat Houston by a pretty good margin. And we have one of the best offenses in the nation facing off Wake Forest. And they're our last real major opponent, to be honest. So if we can get through Wake Forest, we can get through anybody. We are still undefeated. We are 7-0. Hankerson once again 120 yards. And we beat them 31-21 at home. We went scoreless during 2 quarters, which is kind of crazy. So did they. Facing off against FCS East, we should beat them pretty easily. We are 8-0. We beat FCS East. Trent Walker had a day, 167 yards, a touchdown, and 15 catches. We beat them 49-7. Matthew McPherson, welcome to Oregon State. We're going to have some 4 stars, but apparently after we offer, other teams offer. We are number 22 in the nation. We're going in the week 10, facing off 3-5 Washington State. Can we beat the Cougs? We beat Washington. We beat Wazoo, and we are now number 18 in the nation, 9-0. Jaheim Patterson, 1 interception, 2 tackles, and a deflection. Wins your defensive player of the week. Jimmy Valson, 30 yards and 2 touchdowns. Apparently that's offensive player of the week. We are now facing 2-6 Sam Houston at home. Can we keep the streak alive? Tobias Eagles, welcome to Oregon State. We're losing a ton of recruits. We lost to Sam Houston. Rayshawn Davis, defensive player of the week. Anthony Hankerson, 73 yards, 19 carries. What happened? It was like 45-29 loss. Now we're facing 4-5 Tulsa at Tulsa. Can we beat Tulsa at least? Hopefully we do. Okay, we beat Tulsa. We get our number back. We're ranked number 24. Noble Thomas Jr., 2 tackles. Defensive player of the week. No Anthony Hankerson? Okay. Brandon Murphy, welcome to Oregon State. As we're number 20 ranked in the nation. Going to face Wazoo in the Pac-12 championship. Can we beat Wazoo one more time? And we do. We are the Pac-12 champs. And ranked number 17 in the nation. Anthony Hankerson, 138 yards on 24 carries. He's been popping off this season. He might win the Heisman. As we are the Pac-12 champs. And we'll see him next week to see if anything happens. Maybe we make the playoffs. Maybe I don't know. We're number 17th ranked in the nation. It's conference championship time. Can we possibly climb up in the ranks somehow and make the college football playoffs? Cade Klubnik is your Heisman. Anthony Hankerson is your Doak Walker Award winner. 224 carries and 1,400 yards is crazy. As we face off LSU in the Las Vegas Bowl. Let's go check out the Heisman race, because Hankerson should have been in the Heisman race. And he was. He was number 3 in the Heisman race, behind Fernando Mendoza and Cade, of course. Joey Aguilar, my Tennessee quarterback, and Byram Brown was in there too. As we're facing 7-5 LSU in the SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Coach Brian Kelly leading his team out the tunnel. Is Oregon State good enough to beat LSU? We've kind of been playing a cupcake schedule other than Oregon. Malik Murphy leading his team out for potentially the last time of his career. In college, of course. Can we beat LSU? Number 17 Oregon State versus unranked LSU Tigers. Coming up next at Allegiant Stadium. And the Beavers come out victorious, 21-7 victory over LSU. And that is how the season ends. 12-1 record for Oregon State. And on to the offseason we go. We finished the season number 15 ranked, 12-1 record. And there's a ton of people leaving See if we can get some of these people back. Any graduates? Hankerson, dang. Didn't know he was a senior. We're going to miss Hankerson a lot. And Trent Walker. And Jimmy as well. Hopefully we can get a ton of transfers to come in. And a ton of people not to transfer. Well, we're going to have to do some massive recruiting during the recruiting phase. At the end of the recruiting period, we signed 29 kids to the squad. A ton of 3-stars, and this 4-star we stole from Oregon. He was a transfer student. Somehow we picked him. He's a 6'4", contested specialist. Let's go see how our class is ranked in the nation. We're number 75, 1 4-star, 12 3-stars, and 16 2-stars. Let's check out our training results. Training results time. Boston is a 92 overall. Malik Murphy up to an 89. Salahuddin Allah is a 85. We have a ton of good... our roster is actually pretty loaded, not going to lie. Hopefully next year we can see the same success we've seen this year. And now we'll see y'all in the next season.